What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Alchemy Pay today, ACH. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are. Here we are looking at this on a weekly basis, weekly time frame. 2.54 cents right now, down this week about 18.8%. 1 day, 23 hours left in the week to go. It's not looking like you want to close it green, to be completely fair, but I do think that you'll pull up a little bit before you go, before you close the week. If you go lower, and we can talk about that, if you go lower, I would assume that the price that you'd go to would be, let's see, from a low to a high. It'd be something around 2.2 cents, 2.2, yeah, right around there, 2.21, whatever. Something at that, the 886 would be acceptable, I think. I also like where you're finding support now on a daily basis. Prior areas of support here, prior areas of support here, or resistance, support there, resistance there, right? All in this same kind of area, so that makes sense to me. Volume is decaying rapidly. You're at some of the lowest levels of volume that you've seen throughout this whole range. And generally speaking, whenever you're in a consolidation phase like this one, or any consolidation phase at all, it's once you're at the lower levels of volume that's when you look to break out one way or the other. And hopefully when you break out, you get that volume to back it up so that you can continue, right? I do expect you're going to break out to the upside, and I think that's a lot more apparent when you look at the weekly time frame here. If we're looking at this, looking at all these highs here, and you see all these lows coming in, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. It is possible you could go lower. I don't think that you do. I mean, at this, you know, something around 1.8 cents, maybe at the lowest, you could go below these lows, but I don't think you do. Truthfully, I think that you're probably on your way up more so than on your way down. If we look at the weekly RSI and the MACD, let's look at the daily time frame first, actually. MACD is not building bullish divergence anymore. The oscillators are at this area that you found support at before both times, okay? Could be good. Could be a good area to turn around, but it tells me that you're not ready to turn around just yet. But sometimes you can, you know, you can definitely break out at some of the most odd moments. I'm trying to find an example of this. I don't know, maybe not here, but you could, nothing's to stop you from just ripping any day now, but I would think that this might imply that it might not be this week, it might not even be next week, but sometime next week you might start to get some bullish indications, and then it'll be that following like end of March, right after the halfway point of March, that you'll start to move up higher. And the end of March, I would expect that you are likely going to be above these highs here by the end of March. You're at $1.23. Looking at the weekly time frame, you do have bullish momentum still. It's not necessarily building, but you don't have any bearish momentum building either. It's not necessary for this to maintain green. However, I wouldn't mind if that happens. So if this week closes down here, you would basically need to have a good week next week in order to prevent your weekly MACD from flipping to the red side. Now, it's not terrible if it flips to the red. We had 1 week here that flipped to the red. Let's just see what that did. If I can get it, yeah, right here. It flipped to the red right here. You know, you had 2 red weeks, but then after that, boom, you started moving up. So it wasn't that bad. It just postponed things for a little bit. So if next week, you know, if by the end of the week, if by the 17th you're not moving up just yet, I wouldn't be discouraged. It could be another week from now. But sometime, again, after the 17th, I'd say the 17th to the 24th and beyond, right, going into the end of the month, you'll begin retracing this whole range, heading back up to 5.3 cents. You're at 2.5 cents now. And then likely, whenever it comes time to breaking out of this range, you're not going to stop until you see something that's, you know, close to 20 cents and beyond. I don't know which high to take. We'll take this high to low here. Hold on, let me clear my throat out too, because it's annoying. I need to drink some water or something, man. High to low, minimum target would be 12.15 cents. The maximum target might be 50 cents. We're looking more so for something around 17.6 cents to 30 cents. I really do like the idea of you going to 30 cents and even a little bit above there. If we take the all-time high, maybe not the all-time high, but this high to low here, yeah, you're respecting this one. The 1618 is right at the 100 level here. The 1272 is right here just below the 30, right in this kind of area that we're expecting you to stop at. And the 1414 is still right below this 49 cent area, which is what I would deem the maximum acceptable area to expect. I really do think that you're going to stop somewhere between about 17.7 cents and 30 cents, but at the very least 12 cents is where I think you're going to go. These are end of April targets. It can happen sooner. Of course, it can happen sooner. You never know when this thing's going to rip. But I would anticipate that we probably do move sideways or consolidate for about another week. And I shouldn't even say move sideways. I think next week we'll retrace some of this movement down that you've seen over the last 2 weeks. But I don't think you're going to get like an immaculate bounce. You never know, though. This thing seems to only know one pace whenever it comes to moving up, right? It moves up pretty damn fast. But certainly by the end of next week, I wouldn't be surprised if you were above 3 cents, 3.5 cents, maybe even above 4 cents again. But I don't think you'll be breaking out until likely the 17th or afterwards, something in that kind of time frame. Unless crypto just kicks off very, very soon, then anything can happen. But even if crypto kicks off, this thing doesn't need to move with it, right? It can move at its own pace. Oftentimes, cryptos do move with the rest of the market, but sometimes they don't, and that's okay if it does. If you see other coins pumping and Alchemy Pay is chilling, please don't get discouraged, you guys. Alchemy Pay is fine. It's gonna move up. Just be patient. This would be a very bad time to sell. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but you're at a higher low overall. Volume is literally dying off as you're moving lower. There's no interest in this thing to the downside. I want to look at the weekly time frames again. Weekly RSI looking fine. I was looking for a lower low here and then a higher low in the price, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. You still have a day and 23 hours left. It depends. If you can close, I think if you can close this week above 2.6654 cents, that would be a good goal. If not, it's okay. It's not a big deal. As long as you're holding higher lows, I really don't have a problem with it, but that would just be a little bit above and beyond maybe for the negative week that we're having here. If we could pull back up to about 2.665 cents, I would very much anticipate that you are going to see some bullish endeavors taking place, maybe as early as next week, but I think it'll be over the coming weeks by the end of the month for sure. I don't think I have anything else that I really want to say, you guys. I think I've said everything that I need to say. 4-hour time frame. Let me delete the MACD here. 4-hour time frame would suggest. Would it suggest that you're going lower? It would. It would suggest you're going lower. Let's see. Low to high here. 1272, 100, 1414. Yeah, you're looking deconstructive on your fibs. So you probably do go down to about 2.33, 2.34 cents, somewhere around there. You might just slip just below this low, enough to make people panic and capitulate. And then once you do that, you kind of already did do that. I just don't like the higher highs here and then the lower highs here. Getting oversold, not getting overbought. It makes me think you want to go down. 1-hour time frame. Same thing. Higher highs there, lower highs there. Volume is coming in on this move up, but it's dying down. There's no interest to go to the upside. I think that you're going to go to the 1618. So you're either going to move down to about 2.34 or 2.2 cents over the coming days would be my expectation. It could be by the end of today or likely sometime over the next 3 or 4 days. It's making that weekly goal kind of unattainable at this point. So maybe you don't do that, unfortunately, but that's okay if you don't. Again, it's not a problem. As long as you're holding lows above this, I don't have a problem with you. So, and again, when I say lows above this, I don't mean this trend line. You could break this trend line. You could wick below this trend line and you're fine. As long as you're not finding lows below that low there, I think that you're in good shape, okay? I got nothing else to say. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Bye.